What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I hope you like this video. This is your review of Chasing Atlanta. Oh God, it is not Chasing Atlanta. It is Chasing LA. Don't get me for that. Season 4, episode 6. Y'all listen. Y'all be alright. So this episode was really a lot of like work scenes and stuff like that, which I can appreciate because the show is called Chasing, after all. Now, I mean, there was still some like the last 15 minutes, I was literally in tears. Like, we'll get there. So we start this episode off. We see Londi with his friends. They are having Taco Tuesday. I guess Taco Tuesday really is a thing. I don't know, but it ain't for me because I don't really be doing tacos like that. But Londi is letting his people know. He's giving them updates on what's going on with the party planning business. We also found out that he is a brand ambassador for a beard oil company or beard maintenance company. This is the second time that he has served as their ambassador. So they, congratulations. Yay, Lond. Yay. And Londi, I can see that. You got the beard thing working. It looks nice on, on everything, Okay. Then we have Ted Lee meeting up with his bestie or one of his besties. And Ted Lee was like, I really hadn't, we haven't talked in a while. I just wanted to catch up with him. And basically, this was a check-in type conversation. Ted Lee was like, are you good? Is everything okay with you? He was like, yeah, I'm good. Are you good? And he said, I see how, you've been posting online. I see your new boo. And Ted Lee was like, yeah. He said, the divorce is finally final. And his friend was like, oh, Lord, I'm so glad to hear that because I was sick of it. And he was like, if you were sick of it, how you think I felt? I was sick of it. So congratulations to Telly, even though I know this was filmed a while back. Congratulations that the divorce is final. I know when I interviewed with him, he said that, that was something we would see on the show. So congratulations to you, sir. And his friend was like, I feel like you're smiling more. I feel like you're in a happier space. He said, but all I'm going to say is I see you with your new boo and everything look good. Just take it kind of slow. Like, don't rush into anything. Take it slow. And Telly was like, listen, love is love. When I feel it, I just got to do it. I feel love. I am love. Love is love. I was like, oh, Lord, here we go. Love is love, Telly. Love is love. Anyway, so that was cool or whatever. So then we see, hold on, because I got my notes, chat. I got my notes. So let me make sure I got everything here. Divorce final. Oh, and Telly's writing a book. So Telly, when you get done with the book, you got to come back. We'll interview you again so we can, push the book and plug the book and get people to buy it. So congratulations on that. All right, so we're going to get the book from Tedley. All right. Also, Londi is doing a sneaker ball. Sneaker ball, yeah, so he's got that going on. Okay. Then we have a very emotional scene with Trey. Look, let me say this. Trey's supposed to be meeting up with his dad. His dad stood him up. Let me say this. Trey, look. I, thank God, have not had that experience, right? I have not had the experience of my father not being a part of my life. I've not had the experience of a parent rejecting me. So I do not pretend like I have walked a mile in your shoes and I understand. So let me preface all of that with this. But let me say this to you. At a certain point in our life, the people that we choose to be around us become our chosen family, right? You can't make that man want to be a father to you. And when you said, and Trey, I want you to listen to me, and I know you watch my reviews, and if you don't, I'm going to tell you to watch this review because I want you to see what I'm getting ready to say, and this is real talk. You said, I don't even know how to be a man. I had nobody to teach me how to be a man. Because we know if you go back and watch his spinoff show, we know he's had issues with his relationship with his mom as well. Trey, let me say this to you. You are a man. You are a good man. You have figured it out. I don't know who taught it to you. I don't know how you figured it out. I don't know where you got it from. But you are. You are a man. You are a good man. You have a good man in your life. You have built a career for yourself. You are building a business for yourself. You have put yourself in spaces that will allow you to be successful. Do not allow this DNA donor, because he ain't never been a daddy to you. He's never even been a father to you, okay? He donated the sperm. Do not allow this DNA donor to dictate the type of man you think you are, or the type of man you think you need to be, or will become. Because he can't teach. Listen, you said you never had somebody to teach you how to be a man. Well, he couldn't do it. Do you think and I don't even know this dude, so I don't care. Do you think he was in a position to teach you how to be a man? So he stood you up. And I know that's embarrassing. And I know that it's hurtful. But at the end of the day, I think you're better off, because I feel like whatever piece of a relationship that he would have been willing to offer you would have been more detrimental to you than a help to you. And again, I know that it's easier said from the outside looking in. I know it is. But I hope you hear what I'm telling you and you take it in. I was getting ready to say something, but I don't want to be disrespectful to your father. But forget that. You can plug in what I was going to say. Okay? Forget that. Move forward. You are moving into spaces that where you are going to be successful. You have already been successful. You are very young, and you've done some great things for your age. So, again, I know that this is something that was hurtful to you. And it just is what it is, baby. It is what it is. Move forward, okay? That's what I got for that. All right. Sean is doing a podcast. Listen. Y'all know I like Sean. I interviewed Sean, and I like you, Sean. I do. But baby, look, we just gonna skip over the fashion stuff. We just gonna skip over it. They were interviewing you about your fashion. You were talking about, it's gonna be out. It's gonna be, and they asked you what your fashion style was, and I felt like your answer wasn't what I felt like your answer probably could have been. I don't even remember what it was. I didn't write it down. They asked you who on the show could use some help. You ain't want to be shady, so you ain't really say no names. But I feel like there was some people you could have said. But I can appreciate you not wanting to be shady. I can appreciate you not saying nothing. Anyway, congratulations for being interviewed, Sean, on the podcast. Congratulations. Moving forward, we see Robert. Robert is doing his nails. Now Robert is y'all know he's a cosmetologist, because he was making wigs, and he was doing, now he's doing press on nails. He's selling the press on nail kits. And he made a set for his mom, his house mom, I think it is, but his mom. And I wrote it down, but I don't want to mispronounce it. Bowlegs. Am I saying it right? If I'm saying it wrong, charge it to my head and not my heart. But I wrote down Bowlegs. So what I can appreciate is that he went to talk to her about the beef he had with Dior, and she shut it down. She was like, nope. She was like, I love you and I love Dior, and I don't want to be in it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to know nothing about it. Like, I love both of y'all, and that is just what it is. So Robert was like, well, I really wanted to just like bounce some stuff off of her, but she wasn't here for it. She wasn't trying to go for it. And he was like, that's fine. I can respect that. Then he was talking to her about his brother who is in jail. And Robert got very emotional about that. His brother's going to be gone for a long time, it sounds like. And he was very emotional about that. But we got a chance to see Robert in his element, doing his thing. And he talked about his podcast, Chestnut Checkers, that he's going to be, he's going to be doing. I don't know if he started it yet, but he's going to be doing his podcast. And I think overall it was a good conversation. Again, like I said, it was a lot of work scenes, so we got a chance to see Robert in his element. So if y'all want to get some nails from Robert, I don't know what his IG is for his nails, or if he got a separate spot. But y'all can hit him up in his DMs to get you a set of nails. Okay, they look real cute. They look nice. Unfortunately, I can't do the press on nails because I get these, but they look really nice. They do. I really would like for Robert to just do my nails. Like when I come to Dallas, like I would love for you to do my nails, but he said he really not doing that anymore. He's doing more of the kits, which I'm sure is easier for him. He don't have to worry about people. He can sit in the comfort of his home, drink, smoke, watch TV, listen to music. He don't have to have no conversations with nobody. He don't have to be polite, and he could just do the people's nails and get them the kit. So I can appreciate that. I can appreciate that. But anyway, so that was that. Oh, they talked about his success in ballroom, how he's out here winning all the trophies, honey. So, congratulations on that, sir. Then we got to see Dior doing hair. And he was talking about being single and how long he's been single and how he hates being single, how he really don't like being single and he really want to be, with the people. He don't like dating apps. He said that's embarrassing. Listen, let me tell you something, Dior. A lot of people use dating apps these days, especially in lieu of like our world, our society. Hell, I've been on dating apps now. I ain't been successful clearly because I'm single, but I've been on a few dates or two. I don't think it's anything to be embarrassed about. I think you're a cutie, But I also understand what he was like. I don't want nobody out here putting my business in the streets either, which I can understand that. But you can't be getting freaky deaky on the sites. You can't be sending out pictures you don't want people to repost it. Like, you can't be doing that. You have to be very discerning, okay? You gotta be very discerning. Now, let me say this. I've never gotten a wig installed, okay? I've never had a wig installed in my hair. I've never had that. I wanted one, but I've never actually gone through the process. I've always, if I ever bought a wig, it was just the kind, I just, little cheap little wigs, little Party City wigs, How much fucking glue do you need? Dior, how much glue you put on that girl hair to put that wig on? There was a lot of glue. Is that how much glue y'all be using in them wigs? Is that why they be staying on? Listen, I work at a school and I done seen girls fighting and everything else, and them wigs don't be going nowhere. Is that why? How much glue? I just felt like you put a whole... I feel like you put a whole bottle of glue in that girl's head. Okay, my bad. Okay, anyway, so that was cute. Then we get to the Kiki ball. First of all, let me say this. Kiki, that was hilarious. The ball was a really, really cute idea, a really, really cute concept, and I think you did a really, really good job with it, okay? So Kiki said, listen, I'm going to invite these folks into my world. So she had everybody there. And I also think it was a really nice group scene because everybody was there. Everybody had fun. There was no shade. There was no, we about to fight. There was none of that. This was probably the best group scene of the season because when I tell y'all I laughed my ass off in here. When I tell y'all I laughed so hard up in this place, okay? So we start off, first she put them in two groups, right? So I hope I got the groups right. We had Team A and Team B. So we had Sean, Tedley, Dior, Astro, and then we had Kesey, Trey, Jeff, Lon, and DeAndre. Actually, I can't remember. I don't remember if DeAndre was with Team A or Team B. So the first thing she told them, she said, listen, y'all have 10 minutes to go and get into y'all's outfits. They didn't get their categories until the day before. And she said that's how the balls are sometimes. Like sometimes, she said, sometimes I don't know to the day of what my category is when I'm going to be walking. So they had 1 day notice to get their outfit together for the category that they were in. And then they had to come up with a name. She said, y'all don't come back here with no group A, group B. And then they had a chant, right? Just like you see on, if you go to a real ball, or if you've ever looked at Legendary or Pose or whatever, you know, the houses have chants or whatever. So I thought it was really cute that we had, so we had the House of Birkin, which was cute. And then we had the House of Merkrame, which is a Japanese designer, which I learned something tonight too. I did not know that he's a Japanese designer that came up with the design, the Louis Vuitton design, probably about 10 years ago, maybe even longer. That with the white Louis Vuitton with the colorful symbols, with the colorful logo, that has sort of evolved now. But I remember when those bags first came out, and it's funny because I never wanted one. I never liked them. I don't know. I just like the traditional monogram, but I do remember when they came out and they became such a big hit or whatever. So anyway, so I didn't know that. And their chant was, your man wanna call me. So macrame, get it? Your man wanna call me. That was cute. And then of course the House of Birkin. I think they just was chanting Birkin. I don't know. I ain't write it down, so it must just be Birkin. Okay. Robert was the judge, okay? And it was hilarious. Robert was absolutely hilarious. Why he said when he showed up, he spoke to everybody, but Trey act like he wasn't going to speak to him. Why he called Trey Timon from the Lions King? Why? A shady ass production go put a picture of him up on the screen. I can't unsee that. I don't know who did that. Dario, I know that was you. I can't unsee that. Y'all done put the picture of Timon up there, and now I can't unsee it. I've been watching Trey for 3 seasons, and now I can't unsee his ass as Timon. Thank you, Robert, Ray, and Dario. Y'all make me sick. Anyway, so the categories, the first category, now I feel like Kiki really did a good job of trying to put people in the category that she felt like they could be successful. So I can appreciate that. I don't feel like there was any shade thrown. Because in the first category, she had Lon D and she had Tedley. Now, honestly, as Lon D and Tedley were walking, I was like, Tedley is going to eat this because we know Tedley is a fashionista, right? Now, Lon D gives us logos. See, okay, and I like you, Lon. I like you, Lon D. But see, there's such thing as wearing the clothes, and then there's such thing as the clothes wearing you, right? Tedley wears his clothes, okay? Tedley does give us fashions, okay? Lon, you put on logos. You put on clothes that are made by designers, but I don't know if you really wear them or if they wear you. But what I did feel like was that Lon D, I said, he in the wrong category. Lon D really should be walking realness. Now, at the end, he did walk realness. We'll get there in a minute. But I really felt like he should have been walking realness. But either way, Tedley won the first category. Then we had runway. This was the first moment where I was dying laughing. DeAndre went up against Dior. Now, I'm going to give DeAndre's team an A for effort because they had him walking and then they had the people, his team members or house members come out and rip the outfit off of him, and then he walked the rest of the runway in the outfit he had on. I feel like that would have been a cute effect if, one, they would have been able to execute it better, and I know y'all had short notice, I get that. But one, if they had been able to better execute it, I feel like that would have been cool. Two, if he had a better runway walk. But it was cute or whatever, right? It was a cute idea. Now, we know that Dior walks. We know that Dior does runways. So Dior walked, okay? Dior gave us a runway, all right? I wasn't mad about it. He was giving us Naomi Campbell, baby, Naomi Campbell. Naomi Campbell, baby, Naomi Campbell. He was giving it, okay? Now, DeAndre got desperate. And he decided that he was going to start voguing, okay? He did some dips. He tried to give some hands. He tried to give a duck walk, okay? He really tried to give us, and it was funny as hell. Let's be all the way clear. It was hilarious. But runway it was not. I mean, you switched over into Vogue. But what's funny is, you did better than the person who was in the Vogue category, which was Jet Jeff, baby. When Jet Jeff, I can't even do it because y'all can't. When Jet Jeff just started walking down the runway like this and did his arms like this, bitch, I died. I hollered right here. But baby, I'm gonna give you an A for effort, Jeff. You tried. I'm gonna give you an A for effort, boo. You tried. Okay. I'm gonna give you an A for effort, but baby, how you get chopped in the category? You the only one. Now Jeff got chopped, and he didn't even have an opponent, sir. How do you get chopped at an opponent where you by yourself? At the got chopped, and he was alone. Oh my God. Okay. He got chopped. He was by himself. Anyway. So then they had the chant. Now I thought this was interesting too. Kesey, they had Kesey do the chant versus Sean. Now Sean got chopped because he fucked up his chant, right? He ended up getting chopped. Kesey gave a cute, but his was more of a rap. Sean was actually trying to do a chant. Kesey gave a rap, but it don't matter. Sean, you fucked it up. You got tongue tied and you messed it up. But here's what was funny. When Kiki started voguing, Kiki gave Sean the mic for him to shit, what's the word I'm looking for? Not moderate. Y'all know what I'm talking about. He was talking while she was voguing. And what he did while she was voguing, I loved it. I was like, come on, trying to give me some Deshaun. Okay, I hear you, Sean. I was like, yes. He even did the, now hold that pose for me. I said, yes, Sean. So what you did while Kiki was voguing was better than what you did in your category, okay? So then, we had Sex Siren. It was Trey Howard versus Astro. Now, Astro, you got on the floor and you rolled around and you was grinding and you even pulled your pants down and showed off your poo-poo. But baby, there was nothing sexy about that, okay? I'm going to give you an A for effort, but there was nothing sexy about it, okay? And so Trey Howard won Sex Siren. Now, somehow they said it was a tie. I was keeping up at first, but then I lost count and I didn't had the energy to go back and check. But I didn't get no tie, but I guess it was a tie, child. I don't know. So they had a mystery category, which was realness. And I said, oh, well, this is going to be Lon D right here. So they had Lon D versus Sean. Now, Sean, I'm going to say this. For what Sean normally gives, Sean did that, okay? He pulled his pants down, had his butt hanging out. He had on a sweatsuit. He, his face was straight. He walked straight. You know what I'm saying? Had his hands in his pocket. Like, he was giving no signs of femininity, okay? And ultimately, they gave it to Sean over Lon D, even though I really feel like Lon D was probably giving more realness. But it was all in fun. They even had, like, these little trophies, which I thought were really cute. Now, Trey got mad because, of course, his house didn't win. He got mad and went to the house of Birkin. He was like, that's messed up. He was like, this is why I don't need walking balls, because it'd be favoritism, which it is a lot of favoritism in the ballroom. It's very political. But when I say that I think this scene was hilarious, and I really feel like this was probably the best group scene we have seen so far. Like I said, even DeAndre looked like he had fun. There was no shadiness. Now, I will say this, he ain't had no confessionals. Because I feel like if he had a confessional, it probably would have been some shade. But because there was no confessionals to go along, DeAndre, it was enjoyable to see you in this scene, in this moment, right? You look like you had fun. You went along with the get along. You joined in with the party. You weren't being, obstinate about it. And, so there it is. Anyway, that was it. Let me know what y'all think. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.